Hi, welcome to Tuesdays with Terra. I'm Terra Bundance, and today I'm just going to let the energy take us where it will. So, what has been going on in your world this week? Just think about it. How would you answer that question? If somebody walked up to you and said, "How are you doing? What's been going on?" How do you think you would answer that question? Let the thoughts just kind of jump into your head and flow into your mind. As you see some of those thoughts just kind of flash into your head, are they do they feel surface or do they feel deep? Do they feel connecting or do they feel separating? Do you feel grateful for what you're talking about or do you feel frustrated about what you're talking about? How do you feel now that you've thought about how you would answer that question? How are you doing? What's been going on with you lately? So just breathe for a moment into your heart and be okay with whatever thoughts came up for you around that little exercise. Now, just feel into your body. How does your body feel with the way that you might have responded to that question? Does it feel tense? Does it feel relaxed? Do you feel any pain in your body? Does your throat feel clenched up or tight? Does your stomach feel tight? Or does it all feel very calm and relaxed and peaceful? Which one are you used to feeling? Are you used to feeling tension and stress when somebody asks you a question about yourself? Or do you usually feel peaceful and calm? Or is it somewhere in between? These are all just questions to help us really understand or kind of check in with how our thoughts and our bodies and our energy is always kind of on ready, on the ready, but without even knowing it. And when we stop and pause and give ourselves a moment to really think about that, it gives us an opportunity to check in with how we would normally jump into something or pull back with something, or how we would normally respond to experiences in our lives. If somebody walks up to you and asks you, "How are you doing? What's been going on with you lately?" And you have a certain type of reaction or a certain type of energy around that. Now imagine something really devastating happening in your life and how the response would be probably even bigger. Either you're going to respond to it from the same place you would respond to a simple question like, "What's been going on with you today?" Or you're going to go to the opposite extreme with a devastating thing. Now, if somebody came to you with good news, how do you feel like you would respond? Would you be cynical or would you be excited for that person? Would you feel frustrated and angry because that's not your experience? Or would you feel so grateful to share what that feeling is with someone else because it's something that you're familiar with? All of these thoughts are what's going in our thoughts and our bodies and our minds all the time. So when we give ourselves a moment to really think about those moments and how you might show up when they show up, it gives us an opportunity to really say, like, is this working for me? Is this something that I want to be mindful of? Is this something that I need to do some work around? Or am I really grateful for where I am right now because of all the work that I've done in my life? These are very important questions that we often don't take the time to think about. We're coming up on the end of the year and we've got holidays and we've got stresses and we've got worries and we've got money things and or we don't have any of those feelings or worries or stresses because either we experience the holidays differently than the average person, or we don't experience the holidays at all, or we just kind of coast through that time of the year. And so think about yourself. Think about the big events that happen in your life. Think about, moments of huge feelings of gratitude or feelings of excitement or feelings of panic or feelings of, something big, something exciting or something intense, and how we handle those moments. Things like could be graduation. It could be having a baby. It could be getting married. It could be getting divorced. It could be moving from one house to another. It could be changing jobs. It could be changing positions in a job. All these moments in our lives, including holidays, because those are big events that happen in everyone's life. However, we choose to experience those moments could be different for everyone. So, how do you handle those big moments in your life? Do you handle them like lifted up, or do you handle them kind of feeling crushed down? What's important about this exercise, and what's important about really tuning in with your energy around moments in your life, is that it gives you perspective. So when you take the time to really get settled into perspective about your experiences, perspective about your expressions and your energy around those moments, it gives us a moment to just really like, oh, wow, I don't handle those moments well. Or I feel like I'm doing pretty well around that, except for maybe this one. Someone else is having a big moment in their life, their graduation, their marriage, them having a baby. How do you respond to those things? Not just to your own experience, big experiences, but to other people's big experiences. If someone comes to you and says, I got to share this really good news, do you automatically think, ah, crap? Or do you go, oh, I can't wait to hear what this person has to say? Do you automatically tense up and think, I don't want this person to tell me their good news because I'm so stressed out right now? Or do you think, oh, I'm so at peace with my life right now. I look forward to hearing what they have to say? Or do you feel that tension around, I'm feeling so stressed and anxious right now, I can't handle this person's good news, and tell them, you know what, I really want to hear your good news. I'm just not in a space to receive it right now. I'm in a really bad space. And that is taking care of yourself. And that is a very healthy and appropriate response. Shutting down and just listening to the other person's good news with just like glassy stare, not so healthy for you or the other person. They're going to feel it whether you say it or not. Feeling open to hear what the other person has to say, pretty healthy response. But it's got to be natural. It's got to come naturally. It's got to be something that feels real for you. And so for the next couple of weeks, we're going to talk about emotions and feelings around big events and around small events and how we respond to them. So be really thinking about that for the next couple of weeks as we enter into the holidays. And you may be watching this not during the holidays, but think about big events that are coming up in your life, and think about like how you might respond to the next big thing that's going on in your life, in the world, in your family, and how we can start doing some energy work around how to deal with those moments, how to take care of ourselves, how to look at our traumas, our past traumas, not necessarily going through them. I'm not a therapist, so I'm not asking for this. I'm asking for these awarenesses to grow and blossom and bloom and evolve inside of us so that we can become more present with our experiences, more present with our lives. I did this exercise earlier this week, and I said, where are your feet? And then I said, now imagine your legs. And now imagine your torso. And now imagine your shoulders, your arms, your hands, your neck, your face, your head. I went through this process and I said, where are you right now? And so I was like, just breathe and just say, I'm here. I choose to be in my body. Just being really clear. Where do you want to be right now? I want to be here. Like, then ask to yourself to be here. Okay, self, can you be here right now? And I said, you are, and I named his name. And he said, I am that. And I said, touch something near you. And he touched something. And I said, that's here with you right now. I said, I'm here with you right now. Do you feel me? Do you see me? He said, yes. I said, do you see your body? Do you feel your body? He said, yes. And that rewired his brain. He became present. He got in his body. He was less anxious. He was able to experience what he was stepping into in that moment. And so I'm going to ask you to try to practice that kind of as you notice things going on around your body and your mind and your experiences. And, getting in your body doesn't mean forcing yourself to be in your body. It just means recognizing that you want to be in your body or that you don't want to be in your body. And if you don't, that's okay too. That's your choice. That's always a choice. But recognize that we do have a choice. And when we feel kind of all over the place, crazy, chaotic, overwhelmed, freaked out, we got to get present or we got to just let ourselves move through it. However that feels. And only you can know that. But if you're ready to feel present, practice that little exercise. Practice this exercise that is all about being in your body. Where are my toes? Where are my feet? Where's my legs? They're here. I feel them. Where's my hips? Where's my torso? Where's my chest? Where's my shoulders? Where's my arms? My hands, my neck, my face, my head. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm Terra Bundance. I'm in my body. I'm present. I can touch this desk. I can touch this wall. I can touch things and feel them. There's me. Do that for yourself. Give yourself an opportunity and permission to practice moments in those big experiences that bring you back into your body, bring you back into your experience, your life, your presence. You deserve that, and the people around you deserve that. We all deserve to feel here and be here now. And some of us don't want to be, and that's okay too. That's up to you. That's always a choice. What do we do when we're challenged? What do we do when we don't feel like we're in our bodies? Just ask yourself those questions throughout this week. Put yourself in little scenarios like, what if someone walked up to me and said, blank? How would I respond to that right now? What if someone walked up to me or I walked up to someone else and said, I'm having this feeling, this experience? How would you want someone to respond to you? Are you willing to ask for that? Are you willing to have that experience with someone else? And if that person can't support you or help you, are you willing to ask someone else? It's your life, you have the choice. So have a great week. Have a blessed and beautiful day. And I'll see you next week here on Tuesdays with Terra.